This is the Louie T Network. The journey is long, and nobody said it was going to be easy. But all we've got is us. All that believe is us. The Redskins Report.
Welcome all my fellow Redskin brethren and sistren. I am your man and resident Redskins fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me here on the Redskins Report. Back at you, week number 2 in the National Football League. Our beloved Redskins going home for the home opener against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Much like last week, a very winnable game. However, we cannot do the same things we did a week ago, or the outcome will be the exact same as it was a week ago. And I'm not going to talk your head off today. It's really simple for this Washington Redskins team. We are more talented than the Jacksonville Jaguars are. Do not sleep for 1 second on this Jacksonville Jaguars team. I will remind you, however, this is the same team that had Philadelphia on the road a week ago, down 17 in the first quarter. They sacked Chad Henne 5 times in the first half, they sacked Nicholas Foles 5 times in the first half, including 2 forced fumbles and an interception. Do not sleep on the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a dangerous team with a very, very good head coach. They're hungry. They have talent, just not as much as us. And they can get it done if we give them the opportunity to do so. So if we come out, we play our game, and what's our game? We probably don't have the answer to that right now. Because with all the talent that we have, you would expect us to be going up and down the field doing this, that, and the other. But look, at the end of the day, you take what the defense gives us. That's what we did last week. And we got to run the football more. I didn't like the fact that Alfred Morris was well on his way to 100 yards last week, and he just didn't get it. We just didn't give him the football enough. Roy Halou Jr. had a great game running the football, and he didn't get it enough. I don't like the fact that we didn't run the football enough last week when it was successful and it was taking us where we wanted to go. I felt like at times we abandoned the run and exchanged it out for the pass and was looking to try to create things through the air when it was already there on the ground. We didn't need to create anything on the ground, it was already there. Whereas through the air, we had to create something and it wasn't there. And so, all in all, the Jacksonville Jaguars, much like ourselves, looking for a win. They're 0-1 on the season, they're hungry. They feel like they let one slip away last week. They feel like they can come into DC and still win this week. Our job is to stop them from leaving this trip out east with a win. That's it. Stop them from going back home with a W. And they went to Philly. They came up short. They need to go to DC and come up short as well. We cannot allow them to come here and get a W. And this is a big game. I mean, it's too early to start using the M word. But I'm going to use the M word. Is this a must-win game? I don't think it's a must-win game. But if you lose the first 2 games of the season against Jacksonville and Houston, where do you go from there? Where do you go from there? And keep in mind, Seattle is right around the corner. We got some tough matchups coming right around the corner. They're looming. Philadelphia, right around the corner. So don't think for 1 second that this is a game that you could, we'll get them next time. No, you can't get them next time. Get them this time. We need to have this one. And we got to play better. We got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. We got to stop with the penalties. We got to stop with the turnovers. We got to stop with the special teams blunders. We got to stop with the mental mistakes. Those kill you in this league. And again, like I said on Tuesday, we're not good enough to overcome them yet. We're not good enough to give a team a free 10 yards. for a holding penalty after we just picked up 13 on the play. We're not good enough to erase any good deeds. We're not a good enough football team to make the mistakes that we made last week and still expect to win. Some teams in this league can get away with that. We can't because we're not good enough. So we need to go out and execute the game plan the way that it's drawn up. We need to execute the plays the way that they're drawn up. And we need to hold on to the football when we have it in our possession. I thought the defense played outstanding last week. I really did. I thought the defense gave us an excellent chance to win the game. No, down the stretch when we needed a stop, did they get off the field? No. But how many times do you want the defense to bail you out? If you give up 17 points in this league, you're supposed to win 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, 17 points gets you a W. Last week was that one time where you don't get a W when you give up only 17 points. We were that exception to the rule. That 9 out of 10 times that I just talked about, we were that one time that wasn't 10 out of 10. We were the one time that made it not 10 out of 10. And we have to stop being the exception to the rule. We got to start doing the things that lends itself to playing winning football. Too many times, too often, we find ways, we create ways to go out of our way to lose games, whether it's special teams having a punt blocked, having extra points. Who gets extra points blocked? Who does that? We do. We got to stop with the abnormalities. I told the special teams before the season, don't be special. Just be regular. I don't want you to be special anymore. And for all of the good that we did on the return side of things, because I told you Andre Roberts is going to be a vital part of this football team's success if we're able to win this year. His special teams contribution, in addition to whatever he gives us on the offensive side of the football, is going to be huge, especially on special teams. He's tremendous. The best punt returner we've had in years. And even with that being said, the fact that we can't stop teams from blocking kicks and doing things like that to us still overshadows the fact that this guy is really helping us and has improved our special teams dramatically. But nobody's talking about that because we got another punt block and it went for another touchdown. We got an extra point block. We can't give up points. So we've got to be more sound fundamentally in every aspect of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. We have to be fundamentally sound in everything. Technique, everything that goes along with execution. We need to be on top of it because we're lacking in those areas right now. Defensively, again, we need to create turnovers. We gave up the ball last week. We only generated 1 turnover. We got to start forcing the issue. Get after the other team's quarterback. How many times did we sack Ryan Fitzpatrick last week? Because I can only recall 1 sack. That's it. Jason Hatcher got him once, and that was on a muff snap. We got to get to the quarterback. And that was something that I worried about going into the season. How are we going to create pressure on the quarterback? We don't have that one guy that's going to go and get the quarterback. We don't have a Cameron Wake on our team. We don't have that one guy that's a game changer that no matter what the situation is, what's on the line, if you need it, this guy can go get it for you. We don't have that type of player. We don't have a J.J. Watt on our team. We saw what a dominant player looks like last week. We don't have that. So as a group, collectively, everybody's got to do their job and do it to the best of their abilities. We've got to stop beating ourselves and start beating the opposition. And it needs to start this week. We got to run the football with Alfred Morris, Roy Halou Jr. We got to take care of the football. Hey, AM, I love you, dude. Stop fumbling the football, man. You run hard, you run tough. Protect the football. You got away with one last week. That was a fumble. You got away with that one. You got to hold on to the football, but we got to run the football, stick with the game plan. If the run is working, don't go away from it. If it's not broken, do not try and fix it. Take to the air. I want to see Aldrick Robinson get some snaps this week. This kid can play football. We can stretch the field. If they're giving us the short intermediate passes, take them. Keep taking them. Keep getting Robert into this rhythm. He'll be fine. Robert, you're a playmaker, man. Act like it. Stop being a robot back there. Don't be mechanical. Don't sit there and overthink the situation. If it's not there, go, man. Just go. Use your athleticism. Let your instincts take over. Just go, man. Just go. Don't worry about everybody telling you to slide and telling you to do this and telling you to do that. Play football, man. That's why we drafted you. Play football. Make plays, man. Defense, you got to generate turnovers. Got to. If we lose the turnover battle again, we're probably going to lose the game again. Got to generate turnovers. We got to take care of the football, all the while generating turnovers and getting them to give us opportunities to score points. As we all know, 6 points don't cut it in this league. It does not get it done. So we've got to put points up on the scoreboard. And we struggled to score in the preseason, and it leaked over into the regular season. It's time for that to stop. It's time for that to stop, and it's got to stop in week 2. All the fans that's going to be at this game, stand up. It's time for us to turn this thing around, and it starts in week 2 against Jacksonville. It doesn't get any easier on the schedule. So we got to get this one while it's here to be got. Because if we don't get this one and we drop to 0-2, this season could be a very, very long one in the first year of head coach Jay Gruden. So, look, I feel like this is a game that we can get. I feel like we're the better team, much like I thought last week. I felt like we were the better team. I thought that we went out on the field and proved that we were the better team, except for everywhere where it matters. And that's on the scoreboard. The only place that we didn't prove that we were better than the Texans was the scoreboard, and that's where it matters most. So this week, I want to prove once again that we're the better team, but this time, prove the superiority of this squad where it matters most. That's on the scoreboard, and the way to impact the scoreboard is by doing everything fundamentally sound, doing everything the right way, doing things in a manner that's going to yield us a victory. Run the football, protect the football, force turnovers, play smart football. Execute in every facet of the games, especially special teams. So, I'm a Redskins fan, etched in burgundy and gold. My Redskins spirit will never die. My Redskins spirit will never fold. Until we meet again, hail Redskins. I will see you here on Tuesday. Victory Tuesday. Here on the Redskins Report. You know what it is. Go get them, fellas.
The Redskins Report.